This is a six-month-old child who haven't had the chance nor the opportunity to live. Her mother never seemed allowed to see what she would become.
I feel like crying right about that, but I just can't. I just can't because I got to be strong for my baby.
The issue is a baby got shot and killed, and we need everybody to stay on point and stay on focus on what happened.
It just hurt to see a little child laying in the coffin that little. It just hurt. And I couldn't picture a baby going through that.
Oh, that beautiful little girl. The killing of 6-month-old Janila Watkins still making headlines, not only in Chicago, but around the country. I mean, the person or persons responsible for the shooting is still on the loose. So joining us from Chicago, radio talk show host Matt McGill. Matt, we're so glad to have you here. Wondering what you're hearing about the progress of the investigation, first of all.
Well, you know, police are still talking to the father of Janila Watkins and trying to get as much information from him. There have been reports that he is working with police, but at the same time, Police Superintendent Gary McCarthy feels there's more information that he could provide them with to help them find the killer. So the search is active. We saw after Hadiyah Pendleton was shot and killed a couple of months ago that the police department focused on certain areas, certain gang activity, and they were able to come up with the killers. And I think the same thing is going to happen in this case as well. They've put together a group of detectives who have been going over the shooting and have been dealing with a lot of information, not only from the father, but from some other informants. And I think when it's all said and done, they're going to have somebody in custody before too long.
You know, when you're dealing with alleged gang activity, though, that really complicates the case, doesn't it? Because people don't want to talk.
Yeah, you know, we've talked about the fact that there's a no-snitch policy that exists within Chicago street gangs, and that is one of the problems. Even though the father has been providing the police with some information, they feel he's holding back and there's some more information. And people in the neighborhood are afraid to tell on some of these street gang members, some of the people that they know and they see on a regular basis. But you have some skilled detectives who are working not only with some members of the community who have had enough. When you see a 6-month-old baby shot and killed, some people in the community are going to say enough is enough and are going to step forward, hopefully, and provide some information to the police department that will lead to an arrest.
Yeah, what are your listeners saying about the violence across the city, not even just this, but all of it?
Well, you know, this is not new to most Chicagoans, unfortunately. This culture of violence has been developing for over 20 years. Some of the stories we're hearing right now and that are going national are shocking the rest of the country, but Chicago's been dealing with this violence for quite a while. I think what has happened is the city has allowed for some violence to occur in some neighborhoods, and now it's starting to bleed into other neighborhoods. And then, of course, you're getting a story like this one where a 6-month-old is shot and killed, and that's bad publicity that this new mayor cannot handle. So this is not shocking to my listeners. They're upset. They're a little confused. They're talking about whether or not the police need to do something about it, or is it time for the community to put its foot down and take a stance and say that, you know, we're not going to tolerate any more violence like this. How many Janila Watkins are we going to lose? How many Hadiyah Pendletons are we going to lose? We're losing our young people in our community to violence, and I think a lot of people have had enough of it.
All righty. Hey, Matt, thank you so much for letting us know what people there are saying and giving us the latest. We appreciate it.